All right, now the last thing we're gonna do, I'm very excited about. We're gonna plant some garlic. Let's take a look. Now, just as we did with the onions that came from the kitchen and the potatoes that came from the kitchen. Gosh, that one's so big, isn't it? Such a big plant. We're gonna do the same thing with garlic. Garlic is delicious. I love spaghetti and pizza and I don't know. Garlic goes in everything. It's delicious. And when garlic sits out in your pantry for a long time, even in the refrigerator, sometimes this little green guy grows. This is just garlic that we bought from the grocery store. But it's still alive and it's still trying to grow. So we're gonna help it grow. Let's see where we have space. I think I see space for garlic all in here. So maybe I'm gonna plant garlic right here and right here. And we'll make a triangle between these three. What do you think? Good? We could also do like this, or like this. It doesn't really matter, but it's always good to plan out what we're gonna do before we do it. I think I like this the best after looking at it. So I only need to plant this just underground so that the leafy part is still above the surface. This chunky white part is gonna turn into where all the roots grow out of. And lots more garlic is gonna grow underground from just this one part of one garlic clove. So I'm gonna, just with my finger, make a little hole. I'm gonna plop my garlic into it and pinch it shut. Just that simple, right? Oh yeah, it's all snug. It's almost kind of like the garlic is gonna go to bed in the soil, and I'm tucking it in just beneath the surface. So good night, garlic. Good night, garlic. We'll see you later. There we go. So now I have garlic planted right here and right here. We'll see how that goes in a couple weeks. Well, that was fun. Let's see what else is going on in the garden, huh? We have, to my right, some tomatoes. Oh yeah. Tomatoes like really warm weather, so they haven't been liking some of this cold that we've been getting. This guy is really trying to hang in there, and it's okay. It's all springy still. That's a good sign. Eventually, the tomatoes are going to grow up and grow into the wire fencing here. The wire fencing is going to help support it, and the tomato is going to put out long, graspy strands that wrap around tight and hold onto it to keep it from falling over or blowing over in the wind. I'm really excited to see that and super excited to eat some tomatoes someday. Over here, we have some arugula. Oh yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I love a good salad, especially an arugula salad. These are all the tiny baby arugula plants. Someday, each one of these leaves is gonna be bigger than my hand, maybe about as long as my hand. Still, even now, they are super tasty. I can take a little piece. Delicious. It's a good habit to wash everything before you eat it from the garden, but sometimes a little tasting is okay too. Just make sure you know what it is before you eat it and you ask your parents what it is. Never eat something when you don't know what it is. But you're smart, you knew that. Let's see if there are any weeds in this arugula that we can take out. There's so much of it, it's tough to see what's a weed and what isn't. Ooh, how about that? See that clover? Not in my garden. There's another one. You see any more? We can also get rid of some of these leaves so that the sunshine can get all the way into the arugula. Oh, that one's not an arugula. Do you see how the leaves are shaped differently? This is arugula. It's long and kind of wavy and big at the end. And this one is kind of heart-shaped. Definitely not the same plant. This is a weed, and I like setting the weeds kind of to the side here. Eventually the weeds will break down into the soil and help fertilize everything. The weeds can actually help the garden grow. I think that's pretty neat. To my right, we have a couple bean plants that are just having the worst time. You remember how the other radishes had tiny holes in them? This bean plant has way too many holes. I'm not sure it's gonna make it, but that's okay. There are more bean seeds, and we've learned a lot by watching the bugs eat it. We know that some things, like the arugula, are not going to be eaten by bugs. But the beans are gonna be eaten by bugs, at least the kind of bugs that I have around here in my garden. So that's okay. We just know that maybe we won't plant beans, but we will plant arugula, and we will plant radishes and beets and potatoes and onions and garlic. Oh goodness.